My name is Amir. I come from a small town where almost everyone speaks the same language. When I was young, English felt very far away from my life. We saw English words on TV, on phones, and on signs, but we did not really use English. It was just a school subject, like math or history. At school, English class was quiet. The teacher talked and we listened. Sometimes we repeated words together, but we almost never spoke alone. I was afraid of making mistakes. Most of us were. Still, I liked English. I liked how it sounded. I liked English songs, even when I did not understand the words. I dreamed of traveling one day, maybe working in another country. I thought English would help me, but I did not know how hard it would be. When I was 22, my life changed. My uncle lived in another country. He worked there for many years and told us there were good job opportunities. After many talks with my family, I decided to move. I packed my clothes, my documents, and my hopes. My English level was not high, but I thought, I will learn when I arrive. The first week in the new country was exciting and scary at the same time. Everything was different. The food, the streets, the weather, and especially the language. People spoke English fast, very fast. At the airport, a woman asked me something. I froze. My heart beat fast. I understood only one word. Passport. I gave her my passport and smiled. She said something else, but I did not understand. I just nodded. She looked at me and repeated the question, louder this time. I felt small. But finally, with my broken English, I said, "Sorry, my English not good." She sighed, took my passport and pointed somewhere. I walked away, feeling embarrassed. That was only the beginning. After 2 weeks, my uncle helped me find a job at a small restaurant. I worked in the kitchen. The job was hard, but I was happy to earn money. Most of my coworkers were locals. They spoke English all the time. During breaks, they laughed and talked. I wanted to join them, but I did not know how. One day, my manager asked me to bring food to a customer. I was nervous, but I wanted to try. I walked to the table and said slowly, "Hello, this your food." The customer looked confused. "My food?" he asked. "Yes," I said. "This for you." He smiled a little, but I could see he was trying not to laugh. At another table, 2 coworkers looked at me and laughed quietly. My face became hot. I wanted to disappear. Later in the kitchen, one coworker copied my sentence in a funny voice. "Hello, this your food." Everyone laughed. I laughed too, but inside I felt pain. That night when I went home, I did not speak to anyone. I lay on my bed and stared at the ceiling. I asked myself, why did I come here? For many days after that, I stopped speaking English at work. I used my hands, my eyes, and short words like yes and okay. It felt safer, but it also felt lonely. I missed my family. I missed speaking freely. I missed being myself. One evening, my uncle noticed I was quiet. He asked me what was wrong. I told him everything. I told him about the laughter, the shame, and my fear. He listened carefully and then said something I will never forget. "Amir," he said, "when a baby learns to walk, does everyone laugh when the baby falls?" I thought about it. "No," I said, "they help." "Exactly," he said. "Learning a language is the same. Mistakes are part of learning. People who laugh have forgotten that." That night, I made a decision. I would not stop. I started with small things. Every day, I learned 5 new words. Only 5. I wrote them in a notebook. I read them in the morning and before sleeping. I watched videos with subtitles. I listened to slow podcasts. I repeated sentences out loud when I was alone. At work, I tried again. One day, I said to a coworker, "How was your day?" It wasn't perfect. My pronunciation was strange, but he understood. "It was good. Yours?" I smiled. "Good. Tired." That was all. But for me, it was huge. Some people still laugh sometimes, but others helped me. One coworker corrected my sentences kindly. Another taught me new words during breaks. I learned that not everyone laughs. Some people understand. 6 months later, something difficult happened. My manager asked me to talk to a customer who had a problem with his order. My heart jumped. "I can't," I wanted to say. But then I remembered my uncle's words. I walked to the table. The customer was angry. He spoke fast. I did not understand everything, but I listened carefully. I said slowly, "I'm sorry. I want help you. Can you repeat, please?" He looked at me surprised. Then he slowed down. In the end, we solved the problem. When I walked back to the kitchen, my hands were shaking, but inside I felt proud. I had done it. 1 year passed. My English was still not perfect. I made mistakes every day, but I was not afraid anymore. I could talk to customers. I could joke with coworkers. I could call the bank and the doctor by myself. One day, a new worker joined our team. His English was very weak. He spoke like I did before. I saw fear in his eyes. When he made a mistake, someone laughed. I walked over and said, "It's okay. English is hard. You will learn." He smiled with relief. In that moment, I understood something important. The people who laugh are not stronger. The people who try are. Last week, something funny happened. A customer asked me, "Where are you from?" I told him. "Wow," he said, "your English is very good." I laughed because I remembered the first time they laughed when I spoke English, and now I was still speaking.